What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm bringing you guys a comparison between the Huawei P20 Pro and the Pixel 2 XL. Now I did a full comparison of the P20 Pro versus the Galaxy S9, the S9 Plus, and a lot of people were asking me, you should also compare that to the Pixel 2 XL, why are you not doing that? So today that's what we're going to do. Today this is part one, so I'm going to talk about 5 reasons you might want to get the P20 Pro over the Pixel 2 XL. Let's jump right into it. The very first reason you might want to consider the P20 Pro over the Pixel 2 XL is the display. Now there were a lot of issues with the display on the Pixel 2 XL when it first came out. One of the biggest issues you'll notice is this blue shift. As you sort of rotate the phone, you notice the color goes from warm to kind of blue. If you notice on the P20 Pro, which is also an AMOLED display, as you rotate it, you don't notice nearly as much off-axis blue shift. The color stays pretty steady when you rotate the phone through any angle. In addition to that, the P20 Pro also has a little bit nicer blacks and also a little more vibrant color profiles. And if you look at some of the icons that you can compare on my two home screens, you can even kind of see that over the video. Now I do have the Pixel 2 XL set to saturated mode, and even in saturated mode, I think you get a more vibrant display with the P20 Pro. So for those reasons, in addition to the fact that the P20 Pro actually gets brighter in outdoor conditions, I would recommend the P20 Pro over the Pixel 2 XL for those of you who are real display enthusiasts and display snobs. Now that actually segues into the very next point about the two phones, and another reason you might want the P20 Pro over the Pixel 2 XL. The P20 Pro does have a larger battery than the Pixel 2 XL. So the P20 Pro has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, while the Pixel 2 XL features a 3520. Now that translates into better battery life just because the P20 Pro also has the lower resolution screen. The Pixel 2 XL has the higher resolution screen and a smaller battery. I get about 7 hours, 6.5 to 7 hours screen on time on my P20 Pro, whereas on the Pixel 2 XL, no matter what I do, I still maybe get 5.5 hours maximum. And that's not bad battery life. But the P20 Pro is just beast mode when it comes to its overall battery life. Same thing with the Mate 10 Pro. I've gotten great battery life of those phones every single time. The third thing is a very quick one. It's actually one you can just see I kind of talked about this with the Galaxy S9 as well. If you look at the top of the phone, you'll notice the P20 Pro actually has a feature that the Pixel 2 XL doesn't, and that's this guy right here. It's an IR blaster. Now, these are becoming fewer and far between here in the United States, but there's actually a good reason for wanting an IR blaster. The reason for wanting the IR blaster is to be able to basically use your phone as a television remote. And also when you're going places like a public place, you can easily use that to play around with the TVs, like if you're in an airport or restaurant, you want to change the channel. I think it's kind of a cool feature. They also have a remote built into the software, and it's just something that the US manufacturers are doing away with. Samsung doesn't offer it anymore, even though they used to. So Huawei is one of the few places that you can really get that if you're interested. The fourth thing I want to talk about are software features. So in terms of software features, the first thing that I want to mention is that, of course, you get better updates with the Pixel 2 XL from Google, and obviously this guy is running stock Android. In fact, right now I'm running the Android P Developer Preview 1 on my Pixel 2 XL, which is great because I can run the latest and greatest software and get some new features. But when it comes to features that you can't get anywhere else and additional expanded features beyond stock Android, the Huawei P20 Pro really delivers. And one of those features I talked about numerous times before is private space. I really love this feature. Basically, you can have 2 separate phones set up. And a lot of people have said, oh, well, the Galaxy S9 has that too, but it's not the same. What I can do is turn off my phone. When I use this thumb, my right thumb, it goes into my regular account. When I turn off the phone and I use my left thumb, it's going to open up my second account, which is my private space account. It's going to ask me to put in my private space sort of pattern, and it will open up an entirely separate account, different apps, different wallpaper, everything. It's like having a second phone. So if you want to share your phone or you have private information on here, this is a really great feature. If you have something to hide from someone, not that I do, but that's a way to possibly use this. And then you can go right back to your other account by just using your other fingerprint. Now it does take some time to switch between them, as you guys just saw right there, but that's a killer feature that really separates, I think, the P20 Pro from a lot of phones. And if you want that awesome software feature, in addition to a lot of other features that they have, for instance, the one finger navigation here, where you can use the home button for all your navigation, swipe to open the app drawer, everything like that. A lot of really nice software features they've integrated in here. So yes, if you want stock Android and updates, the Pixel 2 XL is the way to go. But if you want the largest number of additional software features and you don't really care about having a little bit of extra bloat, a little bit of extra storage taken up, the P20 Pro is really the way to go to get some of those additional features. And the private space feature isn't really available on any other phone. Even though Secure Folder and things like that on the Galaxy S9 are close, they're not quite there yet. And then the final thing is really a personal choice, but if you want the flashiest design, in my opinion, the P20 Pro is just a better looking phone for those of you that are into the fashion side of carrying a phone as an accessory. And I know that's not all the enthusiasts on my channel. The Pixel 2 XL is a fine looking phone, and I definitely like the orange accent. I love the panda/penguin colorway that I have here. But in terms of the nice, beautiful, reflective back, this one also has a little bit of a red accent on the power button, which is something the two phones have in common. And also sort of the all metal around the frame. It looks like an iPhone, which if you're into the fashion side of carrying a phone, might even be a positive for you. I mean, that's really not a decision maker for me. But again, this is reasons that you might want to get the P20 Pro. And if you're really into having a fashionable looking phone, the P20 Pro is probably going to be the one that gets the most attention and the most questions when you're using it out and about in public. So those are 5 reasons to pick up the P20 Pro over the Pixel 2 XL. I am going to have a video talking about 5 reasons to get the Pixel 2 XL over the P20 Pro. You can probably guess what they are. If you guys want to drop some comments below, taking some guesses, I encourage you to do that in the comments. You guys can find me at dopetechdaily.com, Google+, Instagram, and Twitter. The link's in the description. You can also find me writing over at gadgethacks.com, where I write about Android every day. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon so I can make future videos like this. I appreciate you guys checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.